Welcome back to STL TV Live. My first guest founded Union Avenue Opera with the intention of giving valuable performances and performance opportunities to talented artists and musicians. Scott Schoonover is the founder, artistic director, and conductor, and he's here with me in studio to talk about what they have in store for their 20th festival season. So first I have to say congratulations to you.
Thank you very much.
On your 20th season.
Hard to believe.
How does it feel to be sitting here and looking back, and 20 years ago you started all of this?
Yeah, well, I always tell people I was young and stupid. I didn't know what I was getting myself in for at the time. But no, it's been a very rewarding experience to, start off really small, and it was a real grassroots movement to take this to where it is today. I mean, we started off with a teeny tiny budget, a teeny tiny staff, and did everything ourselves with the help of volunteers, and only a few people in the cast, a few people in the orchestra in those early years, and it's really grown into a quite professional and well-respected company.
Sure,
Louis.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Tell me about some of the distinctions, because in St. Louis we have quite the opera crowd here, and people are supportive of it. Tell us what distinguishes, Union Avenue Opera from some of the others.
I think one of the things that Union Avenue started out doing first here in town is doing operas in original languages, and we do perform so if it's in German, written in German, we perform it in German. But I should say that while we do that, we really emphasize the story of the opera, and every single person that's up there singing in whatever language they're singing in knows exactly what they're saying and understands what it is. So the acting part of it, even if it's in a foreign language, is really important for us. So our goal is that if you're watching this opera, and by the way, we have supertitles projected on both sides of the stage.
Okay.
At all times for every word that's being said. Even if we do it in English, we put the supertitles up there because we don't want that to be a hindrance ever to not understanding what something might be. But we want, even if you're not watching those supertitles, that you understand exactly what's going on by the way that these actors, singers are using their voices, their bodies, their facial expressions, everything. So it's that's one of the things that we really focus on. We tend toward more traditional productions and also toward more traditional repertoire. Maybe than, for example, Opera Theater St. Louis, which has a wonderful season this year, for example, and they always do premieres, they do new works, they do contemporary things, which I love. I think that's fabulous and fantastic. But it's just a different thing that we're going after.
Okay, so let's talk about this season, because you actually have a pretty good mix, though. I would say with what you've got going on, something kind of for everyone.
Right.
So.
Well, when we're putting together a season, we try to come up with something for everyone, and also we try to pick different languages and different operatic styles. Different kinds of stories, not all the same kinds of stories. So we're starting this year with probably one of the most famous operas, La Traviata, Verdi's biggest masterpiece. We have a fabulous cast of people coming in. It's a very heartbreaking story in the end. I won't give away any secrets, but she does die in the end. And then the second production of the summer is a local premiere. It's called A Streetcar Named Desire, which of course everyone's heard of, the Tennessee Williams play. And it sets music by Previn, and he wrote it around 2000 as a vehicle for the great operatic soprano Renee Fleming.
Yes, and we're looking, Renee Fleming I did know that. And this is the singer.
This is Lacey Souter, who will be playing Blanche Dubois,
yes. Yeah. So that's going to be exciting. And this is, because it is this was the premiere, 1998.
Yeah, that's right.
So, how come it took like 50 years for this play to be in? Because it's perfect material for an opera.
It's been done all over the place. Not just, I'm just saying in St. Louis, no one's gotten around to doing it yet.
But even just as an opera, from the
play I see what you're
saying.
Yes, of course. I'm not sure why. It's
because it's great material for an opera.
I have a feeling that big opera companies often don't want to do it because it's a very intimate story. It all takes place in their little 2-bedroom apartment. So for a small company like ours with a small stage, it's perfect because we can see every little thing. But when you put that little tiny story on a big operatic grand stage, it does get a little lost. And I'm not sure, maybe that's why. It's a wonderful story, but it's a very small story, very intimate, very personal story.
Do you have a photo of one of the singers that's going to be in for La Traviata?
Yes.
And so I want to take a look at her and briefly have you tell us about her before.
So this is Zulimar Lopez Hernandez, and she'll be making her debut with us as well. And she's a New York soprano. She's actually from Puerto Rico originally. And she's a wonderful singer, and we're really excited to have her. She's playing the part of Violetta, the courtesan. La Traviata in Italian means the fallen woman, the fallen one. And so this is her story for sure.
Okay, well, there's still another opera that's a part of the season, but we have to take a quick break. But when we come back, we're going to have more from Scott. We're going to learn more about the other opera that's a part of the season, as well as what they have going on for the rest of the year. So please stick around with us.